Good morning, good morning, good morning. Yes, yes, I came. I'm here. Hi, guys. How's everybody doing? I hope everybody had a great Mother's Day. I'm sorry. I see Ann, Marty, Drea. Hi, Bonero. Hi, my sweetie. Island Girl, good morning. Wisco Gal, good morning. I am, I said I was going to do better. Hi, selfie. Oh, damn it. Happy birthday to you. I said I was going to do better, guys. I'm trying. I'm trying. I really am trying. Hi, Shyla. Shyla, it is rainy and cold outside, but I don't want to stay in the house. I think I need to get out today. Um, Hi, Chantel. Chantel, I creeped in when you were doing that snipe yesterday. Was it yesterday? And I didn't say anything. I was just listening. Hi, guys. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I yeah, it's been it's been rough, but I'm here. I've been watching a lot of trials. I've been watching a lot of um reality based shows too as well. But I really wanted to say that I was watching KK's live, and she played a live that someone did on Clint like 3 weeks ago, but they have some of their facts incorrect. So I watched some of that. I haven't finished that yet. So I've been popping here and there. Jen and Barrett, hi, good morning. Hi, Lisa, good morning. Um, but we have Alec Murdaugh, which is something I really want to talk about this morning. Harvey Weinstein. I want to discuss that. I want to talk about Noel Alvarez. You know, the mother who took her and her 5 kids and her husband, and they flew overseas, and then they brought her back because she was on the FBI most wanted list, and now they found the body of that 6-year-old little boy who was actually buried in their backyard. So, and they searched that before. I want to talk with Corey Richens and her children's closing their statements, victim impact statements to the court, which I found quite telling. And the look on her face just said everything. I watched when her best friend said that Corey was telling them that life would be better if Eric was no longer around. This bitch is crazy. You're gonna commit murder, don't tell nobody. Don't say it out loud. Don't talk to anybody about it. Just do it. Be about it. Don't talk about it. Shit. You want to get caught. Let's see. Is Sweets here? Sweet. So, oh, selfie. I thought I was like, wait a minute. I didn't see Sweets. Can you believe? Yes. Okay. Something in me knew that he was going to get that retrial because of Rebecca Hill, the court reporter, who they said tampered with the jury. Okay. First of all, you a court reporter, a court clerk of the court, you should not be interacting with the jurors. You shouldn't even be seen getting in an elevator with them. I'm going to agree with Brian Eaton on that one. You should not be seen that you're partial in any way, or try to have conversations with members of the jury or members of the press. You're going on this press tour, you're promoting this book. We're going to show that video. Well, I'm going to show that video again, where Alec Murdaugh was down at the kennel the day he was down there twice. He was down there when Maggie and Paul were killed. We gonna see him in a police car with no blood, nothing on his shirt, clean white shirt. That told me right there that he had changed his shirt. One was shot with a rifle, one was shot with a shotgun. So I've always said it was two people involved, and I still believe it was two people involved. I can't see him shooting one, and then the wife is running away, and then you go to the truck and get a rifle or a shotgun and shoot her. Maggie was shot like 5 or 6 times. Okay. Don't implicate other people. Telling you exactly. Exactly. Don't implicate other people. Don't tell them anything. You were sitting there telling your boyfriend. So I just, and then, but I really want to start with Noel Alvarez. And I want to know how you guys have been. I'm sorry I have been missing in action. I am so sorry. I was talking to Debbie this morning and she told me, she said, don't get down a rabbit hole or don't get yourself down a hole that you can't get out of. She says, so we were talking and we're probably going to do a live tomorrow on her channel or probably both channels of what's going on with 90 Day with the new season. And let me tell you guys what was so funny. So do you think he'll get killed? Yes, he killed them. What Alec is trying to do with is the fact that he would rather spend 24 years in prison for financial crimes because he'll be sent to a different prison than doing the time for the murder. Okay, he killed his wife and son. I knew it the minute I was told about it. Not Today Satan, if you guys remember, Alec used to be her attorney for her, her husband's attorney for their business. The law firm was, not Alec, but the law firm was. She's the one that first told me about what was going on down there in South Carolina in Colleton County. So, and I told her then, I said, he did it, knew he did it. But I do believe he will be convicted again because the evidence is there. Yep. So he's got 24 years for financial crimes. But you murdered your son and you murdered your wife. Matter of fact, let's just do this right now. Let's take a look at Alec Murdaugh. Okay. Let's look at the Snapchat video that Alex Murdaugh's son uploaded on his Snapchat the day of the murder. And remember, Alec kept saying that he wasn't there. He kept saying he wasn't there. Snapchat begs to differ. Hold on a second. Let me make sure. Y'all know I'm still trying to figure out what's going on in my restream. I don't know what they did. They've updated some stuff, and I'm just going to have to play with it. So this is from Law and Crime. I'm going to drop this in the chat as well, and I got to remember to put it in my description. Let's take a look at this video.
The video you just watched was sent on Snapchat by Alec Murdaugh's son on the day he was murdered.
Now let's remember, Paul was being sued because remember the boating accident that Mallory was killed. And then Grandpa and Alec went to the hospital and trying to get, I forgot the guy's name, to take the blame. But Paul was a disruption. Paul was always getting into trouble. Papa, Gramps, was always getting him out of trouble. Paul was drinking, driving the boat. We know that he went to the market, used his brother's ID to buy beer, and they knew it wasn't him, but he used his brother's ID. And remember, I showed you guys a video of them walking down the boat ramp and how drunk Paul was. But I'll find that one again. So they were being sued by Mallory Beach's family. Okay, they were being sued. Maggie had hired a forensic accountant to go over the books and saw that Alec was stealing, not only from the firm, but from his clients as well.
Prosecutors allege this video proves that the disgraced lawyer was with his son Paul at their South Carolina home before he was killed. Better than it was, ain't it? According to a Snapchat representative, that video was uploaded to Paul Murdaugh's memories at 7:39 p.m. and later sent to friends at 7:56 p.m. on June 7th, 2021.
The video we just discussed.
Now watch when they're at the kennel.
Search warrant return.
Yes.
That you just testified was uploaded at 7:39 p.m. and sent at 7:56 p.m.?
Yes.
Later that night, Paul Murdaugh took another video on his phone, this time in their dog kennel. Listen to how many voices you hear.
Get back! Get back!
You're going to hear Maggie
Quit.
and
Cash.
Alec and Paul.
Quit. It's okay. Come here. It's not bad. Come here, Cash. Shit. Come here. Post it. Cash.
Hey, he's got a bird in his mouth.
That's Mommy.
Hey, Bubba.
That was Alec. Hey, Bubba.
There's a chicken.
Come here, Bubba.
Come here, Cash.
Come here, Bubba.
Come here, Bubba. Do we hear Alec? Do we hear Alec? He told the cops. He found them. He was there. He committed that crime. Yeah, you hear him.
Close friends of the Murdaugh family testified that they 100% believe Alec Murdaugh's voice is heard alongside his son Paul's and wife Maggie's in the video.
Recognize the voices on there?
I did.
Did you recognize the voices of your second family?
I did.
And what voices did you hear?
Paul's, Miss Maggie, Miss Alec.
And how sure are you now?
Positive.
100%?
That's correct.
Expert witnesses said the video was taken at approximately 8:44 p.m., which is minutes before investigators believe Paul and Maggie were shot. Later,
Minutes. This is him after he called the police. You heard all three of them, Lisa. There you go. Look at him. Shirt is not dirty. Not a speck on that shirt anywhere. This is after he called the police and tried to fake like he was crying.
Alec would call 911 at approximately 10:06 p.m. to report the discovery of the bodies of his wife and son.
This is Alec Murdaugh at 4147 Moselle Road. I need the police to answer immediately.
Fake, 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 fake. He was faking this call.
My wife and child just got married.
Listen to what he said.
Family friends also testified
Oh, you
that
don't hear
Alec
it on
and
this
Paul
one.
had a close
He said that Paul's brain was outside of his head. And then he said he can tell that Maggie had been shot several times. If you reach down to touch them, why isn't that blood anywhere on you? Why? Yeah, he changed his damn shirt.
relationship. Here's a video of the father and son at Alec's 61st birthday.
Happy birthday to you. All right. Where's the Happy Happy birthday to you. Thank y'all so much. Hey. Thank you, baby.
As the Murdaugh trial continues, Law and Crime will keep you updated on all the newest.
But let's listen to that again.
Come here, Cash. Get back.
That's Paul shooting the video.
Quit, Cash.
Paul went to the kennel because his friend's dog was there and the friend was calling to check. And he went down to videotape to show him that the dog was okay.
Quit. It's okay. Come here. It's not bad. Come here, Cash. Shit. Come here. Post it. Cash.
Hey, he's got a bird in his mouth.
There's Mommy.
Hey, Bubba.
That was Alec. Hey, Bubba.
There's a chicken.
Come here, Bubba.
Come here, Cash.
Come here, Bubba.
Cash. Quit.
I need to get that 911 call. But that is Mr. Murdaugh right there, lying through his teeth. Let me see something. Let me see if I can get that 911 call. 911 call. I thought I had it. Alex Murdaugh. Hold on. I want you to hear the fakeness in his voice. All right. Here we go. Okay. I have it. I have it. Let me show it to you. I want you to listen to this fake ass 911 call. so you can hear what he says. I'll make this bigger. I don't know why. I just want you to listen, but I'm going to make it bigger. Hi, Gamecock.
Hampton County 911, where's your emergency?
This is Alex Murdoch at 4147 Moselle Road. I need the police and the ambulance immediately. My wife and child have been shot badly.
Okay, you said 4147 Moselle Road in Arlington?
Sir?
You said 4147 Moselle Road in Arlington?
Yes, sir. 4147 Moselle Road.
Stay on the line with me, okay?
Hurry.
Yes, sir. Stay on the line with me, okay?
That's Maggie over there. Paul had the pink sheet.
Hello?
I'm still here. Stay on the line. I'm still here, okay?
No, that's Paul.
Carlton, I have an Alex Murdoch on the line, caller from 4147 Moselle Road. He's advising that his wife and child was shot. Mr. Murdoch, go ahead and talk to Carlton.
It's 4147 Moselle Road. I've been up to it now. It's bad.
Okay. How did they shoot? Did they shoot themselves?
Oh, no. Hell no.
Okay, and
He said, did they shoot themselves? He said, oh, no. Hell no.
are they breathing?
No, ma'am.
Okay, and you said it's your wife and your son?
My wife and my son.
Are they in a vehicle?
No, ma'am. They're on the ground out at my kennels. I can tell that.
And did
I
you
can
see
tell that
anyone?
he's shot in the head, and he's shot really bad.
I can tell he's shot in the head, and he's shot really bad. This man makes me cringe. Good morning, Golden Girls. Good morning.
He's shot really bad.
June 7th, 2021, 22 hours, 7 minutes, 9 seconds.
I'm still here, okay?
Colony County Communications.
Carlton, I have an Alex Murdoch on the line, caller from 4147 Moselle Road. He's advising that his wife and child was shot.
Okay, and sir, give me the address again.
It's 4147 Moselle Road. I've been up to it now. It's bad.
Okay, how did they shoot? Did they shoot themselves?
Oh, no. Hell no.
Okay, and are they breathing?
No, ma'am.
Okay, and you said it's your wife and your son?
My wife and my son.
Are they breathing?
Are they in a vehicle?
No, ma'am. They're on the ground out at my kennels.
Okay, and did you see anyone?
He shot in the head, and he shot really bad. He shot really bad.
Okay, where is he shot at?
Ma'am, I don't know, but there's blood everywhere.
Blood everywhere, but he doesn't have a speck of blood on him.
Brain, I can see his brain.
You can see his brain laying next to him.
Face down. I tried to turn her a little bit, but she's got a hole in her head.
Okay, is he breathing at all?
No.
His brain is laying next to him. He's
Okay,
not
do you see
breathing.
anything? Do you see anyone in the area?
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Is there any guns near them at all?
No. There's here.
What color is your house on the outside?
If that's what you're asking, they didn't shoot themselves, ma'am.
What color is your house on the outside?
It's white. You can't see it from the road.
Okay, is it a house or a mobile home?
It's a house.
Okay, and what is your name?
My name is Alex Murdoch.
Okay, did you hear anything, or did you come home and find them?
No, man, I've been gone. I just came back.
He's been gone, guys. He just came back. He's been gone. He said once before when they were that he hadn't seen Maggie all day. And that's a lie because you were at the kennel and you saw Maggie. You saw Maggie, but Maggie had left him and Maggie was living with her sister because of his financial crimes. And she was trying to protect the family's assets because of that lawsuit. Why you say that?
Okay, and was anyone else supposed to be at your house?
No, ma'am. Please hurry.
We're getting somebody out there
Why are
to
they
you.
hurrying? We're dead. Why are they hurrying? We're dead.
Oh.
And you're out there. You don't know who killed your wife and your son, but you're just standing out there, not knowing if someone's out there that's going to shoot you too. You didn't drive off and call. You stayed on the scene. How do you know somebody's not out there since you said you owed all this money to these drug dealers? You don't know if they're not out there laying in wait for you.
Oh, should have known.
See how the crying just subsided?
Okay, what is her name?
Maggie and Paul.
Maggie is her name?
Exactly,
Yes,
Mom.
ma'am.
Okay. When's the last time you talked to Maggie?
Hour and a half ago, probably 2 hours ago.
What?
Once before, he said he hadn't talked to Maggie. Now he's saying an hour and a half, 2 hours ago, because he was trying to get her to meet him. And the only reason he's saying that because the sister, well, he said it at the crime scene, but then when he went in for his interview, he was saying he hadn't seen or talked to her all day, forgetting that he already told them that they had talked an hour and a half, 2 hours ago. I was watching this whole shit, his interrogation, everything.
Okay, you said about 2 hours ago you talked to them?
Approximately, yes, ma'am, approximately.
Okay, did she say what they were doing at all?
No, I talked to her in person.
You talked to her in person?
He came to the house.
And please hurry.
We're getting somebody out there to you. Me asking you these questions, don't slow them down, okay?
Look at this.
And you sure they're not breathing? Is he moving at all, your son?
His brain is next to him. How is he moving?
I know you said that she was shot in the head, but what about your son?
Nobody. They're not. Neither one of them moving.
Maggie was running away.
What is your telephone number?
942-1227. I'm going back to my house just to get a gun just in case.
Okay, he done made this phone call, right? He done stood there all this time. It's been how long he's been talking to them? 7 minutes. Now he's going to go back to his house and get a gun just in case. Why didn't you get your ass in your truck when you noticed the brain and all the bullets and all the blood? When you said, but, okay, Alex.
I'm about 100 yards from my house.
And does anything look out of place?
2 bodies, woman.
Ma'am, not particularly, really, no, ma'am.
Okay.
So you had time to see if anything was out of place when you see your wife and your son laying on the ground. Your wife is shot multiple times in the back because she's running away. Your son brains are sitting right next to him, and you've got time to see if anything's out of place. Yes, two things are out of place. I'm sorry. Two things out of place. My wife is shot multiple times. My son's brain is next to him. That is out of place for me. The damn questions they ask you.
Well, I know you're upset, Mr. Murdoch, but
Yes,
I
I'm
don't want
upset
you to
to
get a
me.
gun and have a gun out whenever my officers get there, okay?
I will not do that. He's been being threatened by my son had a boat sex. He's been being threatened for months and months and months.
Listen to him. He's been threatened for months and months and months. Alex, who's threatening you? Who's threatening you? Who's threatening you?
He's been hit several times, and he should finally quit.
Do you know
I
who was
think so
threatening
too.
your son?
But the video was uploaded and sent to his friend. It was two videos that day. When Alec was out there, they were checking the tree. I guess they had just planted, and then the one at the kennel later on that night. That video was uploaded to Snapchat and sent to his friends.
It's too many.
The son solved his own murder.
Over the phone. One second.
And you don't know the name of who was threatening him at all?
My son knows, and my son knows.
Your son knows who was threatening him?
What he was trying to say is that Mallory Beach's family was threatening his son because Mallory was killed when she was thrown off the boat when it hit that pile, and she was killed. That's what he's trying to say. He's trying to blame it on Mallory Beach's family.
I have another son, ma'am.
Okay.
He's talking about, look at this. That's out of place. Look all that blood. That's out of place.
All right, I'm going back down there.
Okay, he said he was going to the house, right? Did anybody hear him start up a truck? Did anybody hear him drive off? No, he just said he's going back down there. You're not walking from there to your house. You're going back down there for what? He didn't say he changed his shirt, did he? Nope, didn't say that. I think that blood is out of place right there. Now, I'm trying to remember, was that Maggie? Because the kennel, Paul was found right at the kennel. Maggie was found because she was running away, and she was shot several times. That blood is out of place. Because of shit.
June 7th, 2021, 22 hours, 13 minutes, 58 seconds.
Are they close, ma'am?
Yeah, they've been around with you ever since you've got on the phone with me. I have multiple people coming out there to you.
Something is fishy. Alex, it's fishy. Notice he's not crying. He's not screaming anymore. He's calm.
This is a cold-blooded murder.
Okay, can you do me a favor, Mr. Murdoch, and turn on the flashers on your car so that way they can see where the kennels are?
21. Central phone now 618. You will need 615.
South Carolina. Law Enforcement Department or Division. Fulton County.
Do you have your flashes on for me, Mr. Murdoch?
Yes.
Okay. I don't want you to touch them at all, okay? I don't know if you've already touched them, but I don't want you to touch them
That's
just
what
in
he
case they
said,
get any
Lisa.
kind of evidence, okay?
I already touched them trying to get to see if they were breathing.
So you heard it. He touched them to see if they were breathing. Did he ever say he changed his shirt? Did he ever say he changed his shorts? Did he ever say anything like that? No, he did not. Not that I recall. I don't remember him saying that at all. Hi, Boomer Babe.
Okay. Well, I just don't want you to move anything just in case they can get any kind of evidence, okay?
Breathe, girl. Breathe. Then he tried to say because he was on all these pills. Hi, Simply Sophie. Oh, you getting in the shower. Hi, sweetie. He's trying to say that he was always on pills. Then he tried to blame it on the drug dealers. I don't know if you guys remember, but he was shot in the head by his drug dealer, but then drove to another county and then called the police because he had a flat. Right.
Oh.
And I remember Debbie Loves to Chat used to tell me that he was a member of this
Okay,
family.
and did your son, I know you said that he had been threatened, did your son make reports of this at all?
Yes, ma'am.
He did?
Hi, Nailed by Rachel. Long time, girl.
And what's your son's name?
Paul.
Paul?
Ma'am, I'm going to call. I need to call some of my family.
Okay.
He's
Well,
calling
do
his
me a
brother.
favor for me. Whenever you see the officer or the medics, because they're all coming to you, can you put your gun in your vehicle for me?
Absolutely.
Okay.
So, Jen and Barrett, he was in a lot of financial problems, okay? It was going to get discovered that he was stealing from the firm and stealing from his clients, okay? Maggie had hired an outside forensic expert, accounting expert, and they noticed that he had been stealing millions from his clients, like the settlement that his son Buster's friend, oh my God, I forgot the young man's name, who was in a hit and run. They had got that big settlement and he never gave them any of that money. He had hired one of his friends to represent that family and they kept that money. The family was being sued because Mallory Beach was killed in a boating accident because Paul was drunk and negligent. So Mallory Beach's family was suing the Murdaugh, and she was suing, what is the name of that mini mart that sold him the booze that night, knowing that he was using Buster's ID. They were being sued. So his thing was to eliminate it and, get rid of Maggie because she was going to blow the whistle, get rid of Paul, who was the problem child, and then get people to feel sorry for him. If you remember during the trial, Buster settled because they added Buster's name to the lawsuit for Mallory Beach's family, and Buster settled that case. Now they have to settle the case. What's the young man's name? Steve? They have to, they had to pay that money that was awarded to Stephen's family as well. They had to pay that back. He was trying to get out of financial trouble. He's serving 24 years for embezzlement. That's not including the life without parole for murder.
But we have them come and turn on the flashes on your vehicle so they can see you, okay?
So the physical
You got the
evidence
flashes on for
is
me?
not going to change.
Okay. All right. Just whenever you
I'm
see
sorry,
that.
he had a 40-year federal for financial crimes. I'm sorry. He stole millions from his clients, just like Erica Jane's husband stole millions from his client. He did the same thing. So he has a new trial now because they're saying that Rebecca Hill, the clerk of the court, use undue influence on the jury. They're thinking that because of what she was saying to the jury, watch his body language, don't believe anything he was saying, contributed to him being found guilty of murder. No, that Snapchat video sealed your faith. Paul pointed the finger right at you.
Put your gun up for me, okay?
And this happened in 2021,
Okay.
which was...
How old is your son?
22.
Okay. All right, we're getting them out there to you, okay?
And I want to you talk.
All right.
So that was the 911 call for Murdaugh. And we know he's a liar. We know this. He lied through his teeth. He was there while this was happening. You go back to the crime scene and try to act like you found them, but you're out there with no gun, like it was just said in the chat, that you didn't go out there in the middle of the night, don't know what kind of animals are out there without having a weapon on you. You go back to your house to get a gun because you, just in case. But the whole 7 minutes you're out there not knowing if you're going to be a target, and then you go to your house. When did you start your truck up? When did you start up that side by side? When did you drive? I didn't hear no driving. Then he goes, I'm going back down there now. Why are you going to go back down there? Excuse me, why are you going back down there? They're dead. You said his brains were next to him. That's out of place. That is definitely out of place. Yep. Exactly, Boomer Babe. So all of that fakeness that he was doing, I'm so sorry, but this is, so here is the reason. I think I explained it to you guys, but I'm gonna let you hear it from the experts on the reason why he's getting his retrial, which Rebecca Hill, she's on probation now for contempt and all this other stuff. She didn't get a jail sentence, but she was put on probation. And she lost her job.
I want to break away from Wisconsin momentarily to deliver some breaking news out of the state of South Carolina. The South Carolina Supreme Court has just issued a 27-page decision which will give
27 pages, and it was a ruling 5-0. Every judge that reviewed this on that Supreme Court said he gets a new trial. It was 5-0. No one ascended, no one. It was a straight verdict. A straight call. 5-0. All the judges agreed.
Alec Murdaugh a new trial. And in this decision, the bulk of the reason is Becky Hill. You remember, the clerk of court. Here's the conclusion of the court in their decision, saying Hill, the Colleton County clerk of court, egregiously attacked Murdaugh's credibility and his defense, thus triggering the presumption of prejudice, which the state was unable to rebut. As noted at the outset, Hill's shocking jury interference was accomplished outside the presence and knowledge of the outstanding trial judge and superbly competent and professional counsel.
So I think it was 2 or 3 jurors that when they were called back in, they said that she had made statements to them that stated, don't listen to him, watch his body language, don't believe anything he has to say. I would have never done that. Never, ever. I don't think anybody in their right mind. But then she was trying to promote this book. She was going on all these press tours about the book. Yeah, she did this to herself.
For the state and the defense. Again, the breaking news is that Alec Murdaugh will receive a new trial in the murder of his wife and his son. Now, keep in mind, he was convicted for the financial crimes in a separate trial. He will spend likely the rest of his life.
It was 2 different trials. Remember, he had a financial trial and then he had the murder trial. He was convicted on both.
In prison, but
bars right now.
He's getting a new trial for the double murder, which he was found guilty of. Randolph Rice is watching along with us. Initial thoughts here. I don't think there's a huge surprise. You say what you will about Alec Murdaugh, he really didn't get a fair trial when you factor in Becky Hill.
I don't think what Becky Hill said, which was wrong, she should have never did it, factored into his guilty verdict. That kennel, that Snapchat video, if you guys watch that trial, it's still on Court TV, you can see it. You will see the redness in his face when they presented that Snapchat. Buster was sitting behind him. Buster's eyes got really, really big, and his brother was sitting either catty-cornered to Buster or directly behind him. I can't remember. He said he had not been there all day. Oh, I miss you too.
Yeah, I always thought that this was going to be a problem for the prosecution and for the state. The fact that Becky Hill was doing what she was doing with that jury, it didn't smell right. And then when you're looking at defendants' rights and protecting those rights, you've got to make sure that those trials are clean and there are no outside influences like Becky Hill. So it doesn't shock me, but I got to tell you, this is huge news because this is going to, I don't think it made a difference. A lot of new questions are going to come up here as to which way does the prosecution go and which way does the defense go.
Yeah, you know, the first time around, of course, we saw the prosecution bring in a parade of witnesses which detailed to this jury the financial crimes that he was guilty of. And that was part of the appeal, the prong of the appeal, which didn't trigger the new trial. It was Becky Hill's conduct. So this next time around, a couple questions. Will the trial judge allow the same amount of financial crimes for the new jury to be exposed to?
They need to. It should not negate the evidence that was used in the first trial. His motive was pecuniary gains, which he did it for financial gain. He was trying to shut Maggie up and not be responsible for, because the lawsuit was for Paul Murdaugh, okay? It was for Paul, after Paul and Alex. So he thought that was going to be dropped. After Paul was murdered, they included Buster on that lawsuit. They took off Maggie, took off Paul, and Buster went on there. Well, you gotta, you gotta let the justice system play out.
Because that was huge. And then, of course, will Murdaugh take the stand? Who, he got up there and put on the waterwork.
I think he's going to take a plea deal. Okay. I think he's going to plea because he's guilty. But he would rather be in prison, like in a cushy federal prison, instead of being in a state facility for murder. He wants to be in a cushy position. He has never shown any remorse for murdering his wife and his son. And I do believe with every fiber of my body that he committed those murders. Because after that, it was closed. There was no more investigation. They had stopped doing the investigation before the damn trial. That man was guilty as hell.
And tried to convince the jury he didn't do it. It backfired. Your thoughts? Both sides get a second shot at this.
I want to see if he's actually going to go to trial.
Will the defense look different? Will he take the stand again?
He shouldn't.
Oh, that a lot of unanswered, a lot of crystal balls I got to look into here. But I will say this: there's going to be some financial crime information coming in, right?
Yeah,
that's key to this because that is one of the motives behind at least the prosecution's belief. Secondly, is that this is really a do-over for both the prosecution and defense, and they can look back and say, what did we do right and what did we do wrong, and how do we fix our wrong?
You put Alex on the stand. That's what you did wrong. Even the judge was disgusted with the way he behaved and the fact that he did not show any remorse. Even that. You got your grandfather's picture, your father's picture hanging all in the courthouses, and your ass out here committing murder because you didn't want to pay and you didn't want to show that you were a piece of shit and that you were flying all these women in and having sex with them. Maggie didn't give a fuck about you anymore. She was going to divorce your ass.
moving forward so that we put on a better case. These are things they're all going to have to go back and look at and figure out, we get a second chance of this. How do we do it better?
He's still going to be found guilty.
Yeah. And if you're the defense, you do have to think twice about putting him on, you would think. I mean, there's the body camera interviews that they can introduce to bring him to life. Typically, time in prison doesn't necessarily translate into shaping someone up. But he's a lawyer. He's in charge. He'll do what he wants to do, right?
Yeah, that might be his problem, is that at some time during the trial, I always felt like he was really telling his defense team what they should be doing. Now, look, he's a lawyer. He's tried hundreds of cases. He should know. But at the same time, he's seeing it through a different lens than his defense team is seeing this. So maybe he steps back this time. Maybe he says to his defense team, hey, I'm going to let you sort of take the reins here and sort of lead this train. I will listen to you. I will follow your direction. Getting on the stand, he might think he's still just too confident. He wants to do it.
I don't see how they're going to prove this man's innocence. He lied. And then even his housekeeper that was looking over with his mother's caregiver, said how weird it was the way he came by there. The brother, I don't even think he testified. He was hardly in the court. I still believe Alec. I can't see him changing guns, a rifle and a shotgun. Rifle and a shotgun. Do we believe Buster had anything to do with this? No, I don't think so. But I don't know. You shoot one, the other one's running away. That tells me there is two people there. Two people, not one. Unless he's like Maverick, whatever the guy's the fastest, whatever that old Western was, when, he can just switch up. Oh, the rifleman. He can just switch up. I doubt that seriously.
Yeah, I mean, he had a lifetime of just talking and getting people to do what he wanted them to do in such a unique, boisterous way. It is hard to actually imagine a guy like him not getting up there, taking the stand, and making sure that everybody knows that he would never hurt his Mags or Pawpaw. On the other hand, I think it was a horrible decision because
I think he killed the housekeeper. You remember the housekeeper? If you remember, she accidentally tripped on the dogs and fell down the stairs, and she was dead. This is the same housekeeper who took great care of Paul, who said, who was finding pills all over the place, and Alec was supposed to be at work, but when the police gets there, he's saying he was there, and but the groundskeeper said Alex wasn't home. It was just Maggie, and they didn't even interview Maggie. Alex did all the talking.
The jury didn't buy it, and part of Becky Hill's influence was his testimony, if you remember, during this appeal, and it was noted in this decision, 27-page decision by the Supreme Court of South Carolina, that she told jurors, watch him very closely while he testifies, because in basically intimating he's full of BS.
The groundskeeper said that the dogs weren't even out then, but they're saying she tripped over the dogs. Yep. Exactly.
Yeah. Look, again, the Supreme Court in South Carolina had to do what they had to do. I'm not sure that the jury needed Becky Hill telling them that Alec Murdaugh was full of, as you said, a little bit of not the truth, right? So he's going to try to do what he needs to do to convince 12 people that he didn't do this. But does he come off differently? Does he look back at it and say, hey, look, I should have said this, or I shouldn't have said this?
I think he's going to use what the judge said when he was sentencing him. I think he's going to use that to show some type of remorse, which there's nothing in him that says he's remorseful at all.
And maybe he learns something from it.
Yeah, absolutely. Would you anticipate a potential change of venue this time around. You're gonna have a new judge overseeing this. If you're the defense, what are you attacking in terms of the pretrial motions, which are so important, to maybe change the playing field? Because what we saw the first time around was that overwhelming evidence of what a scoundrel he was in stealing money from all of these families.
And that's what they're going to show, because that's the motive. It's not going to change his verdict. He is guilty of murder, period. He is guilty of murder. Paul looked like Maggie. Buster looked like Alex. He is guilty of murder. I don't want to even hear no more of this. He's guilty. He's guilty. Does anybody in here believe that this man is innocent? Does anybody believe this man is innocent? Can we just show of hands? Yes, no, maybe so. No, they're not. So, want to talk about Corey Richins. I want you to hear what her sons had to say about their mother, okay? We're going to listen to, and this is before the judge sentences her, but I want you to hear what the judge had to say too. This trial to me was everything. And I thank you, Jen and Barrett. He's guilty as fuck. This is Corey Richins. So we have 3 licensed therapists. So it's 3 kids. At the time their father was murdered, they were 9, 7, and 5. And they referred to the kids by their initials. The oldest one is CR. At the time the father was murdered, he was 9 years old. Let's not forget that she had tried to kill him like a week and a half, 2 weeks before, and that did not work, okay? So instead of her saying, well, fuck, let me not do this, no. This bitch gave him a lethal dose of fentanyl. Then she had the nerve to write a book about grieving for children. Okay. The husband, Eric, had never had any history of drug abuse or alcoholism, which she was trying to put that in people's heads, but there was no evidence of that at all. The kids are now living with Eric's sister. What's her name? Katie, and her husband, Clint. Yes, his name is Clint. Living with Eric's sister and her husband. She wrote a book. I think it was a picture book about grieving for kids. Okay. She wanted millions of dollars for their insurance. She wanted to start a new life with this boyfriend who we saw. If you watched the trial, you saw him testify and how he got scared to death of her after she was talking to him about, have you ever murdered anyone? Okay, this is the dumb bitch that did this shit because she wanted to buy this property. She always wanted to live on this big property, and Eric told her it was a bad financial decision. She had the nerve to plead not guilty of aggravated murder, attempted aggravated murder, insurance fraud, forgery charges, and she maintained the whole time that she was not involved in her husband's death. Let's listen.
Clinical mental health therapist and a registered
I
play therapist.
forgot to add, he had 5 times the legal amount of synthetic opioid fentanyl in his system. She tried to poison him, which I did say that she tried to poison him like a week or 2 before with a sandwich from a local restaurant. That made him really, really sick, but that was laced with fentanyl too, but it wasn't enough to kill him. Okay? So that didn't work. The bitch tried again. Here we go.
Myself and my colleagues are here today to read the victim impact statements for 3 children. We are here as advocates on their behalf. After a developmentally appropriate process, the boys were able to decide individually how they wanted to share their statements, and this is what they chose. Our roles are to read their words exactly as they wrote.
So this is the first statement from one of her sons. Remember, she has 3 sons.
The boys want the court and the world to hear their
And
side.
notice they call her Corey.
This is from
Not Mom.
WR. I woke up to sirens, and there were a lot of people at my house, and I was definitely scared. I felt confused. I was in a bedroom with my brothers, and I didn't know what was happening. At first, I was really scared because I didn't know what was happening, and I had no control, and I felt helpless. I felt really overwhelmed. After my dad died, Corey would put us in the basement while she was with the neighbor. I felt scared because I thought something really bad was happening again. She would take me to places that smelled really bad.
How are you?
Everything she did made me feel uncomfortable. When someone talks about Corey, it makes me feel hateful and ashamed. She took away my dad.
Exactly, Mari.
It's made me have a hard time trusting people. I was scared that Corey's family would come to my school and take me. I had to go to counseling with DCFS in Heber, and I did not like it.
You really feel that way?
DCFS made me talk to Corey, and I couldn't do things that I wanted to do. I felt not important to anyone. I feel a lot better about myself now than I did with Corey. I can't ever see my dad again. I want her to go to prison forever. If she got out, I would be so scared, really mad, and I wouldn't want to go with her anywhere. I'm worried that she would take me away from Katie and Clint. Once she is gone, I will feel happy, and I will feel safer and relaxed and trust people more.
Thank you. Christina.
Yes,
Good
Your Honor. I am Christina Greening. I am a
Listening to your
licensed
music.
clinical social worker,
That you
not
play.
registered play therapist, and I will be reading for AR.
So we have AR, CR, and WR. Okay, CR is the oldest. I think WR is the youngest, if I'm not mistaken. And now he's He's 8. CR is 12, 13, and the 7-year-old is now 10.
You took away my dad for no reason other than greed, and you only cared about yourself and your stupid boyfriends. You were not caring and watching over me and my
Look at her
brothers.
face. Look at her.
I had to be a parent to W. C and I would walk him to the bus stop, feed him, and watch him.
Yep, so WR is the youngest. Okay, that's right. WR is the youngest.
You were not concerned about our health. When we got hurt, you didn't even care. When C got ran over by a side-by-side, you still made him go to the soccer game that day without taking him to the doctors first. You would lock C in his room, and I would have to go to the kitchen and bring him food. You shamed us when we didn't want to eat uncooked lasagna you made. We threw it away because we couldn't eat it. Then you made us watch videos of children starving in war areas.
Oh my God.
You wanted to scare us into eating something that wasn't cooked. You wouldn't let our dog outside, and then the dog would pee inside. You created this problem, then you would smack my dog on the head as hard as you could. You wouldn't let me put my kitten in the garage for safety at night, and we found it eaten by raccoons the next day. You wouldn't let us turn on and use the heater lamp for the chickens and bunnies, and they froze to death. You would always argue with my dad and lock the door. You were not playing the role as a real mother does. You were doing the opposite. Now my dad can't be my coach anymore, can't be at any of my games. He won't be at my birthdays. He can't teach me how to drive. He won't be at my graduation, and he can't take me camping or fishing. You made me paranoid about sleeping on my dad's side of the bed by saying I might die or get harmed when I was just trying to be close to my dad after you killed him. You took away everything from me and my brothers. I don't want you out of jail because I will not feel safe if you are out. You have never said sorry for anything that you have done to me and my
Can you believe how she treated these kids and the way she's sitting in this courtroom acting like she's shocked by the things that they had to say? These people didn't put words in these kids' mouth. And exactly, Jenny Barrett, out of the mouth of babes.
brothers. I don't want you to hurt anyone again. I know that you will need to stay in jail to fully take accountability for
He's
what
never
you
gonna take
did to me,
accountability.
C, W, and my dad.
Like
With you in jail, I will be able to continue to feel safe and live a happy and successful life without fear of you hurting me or anyone I love. Thank you, Your Honor.
Now here comes the oldest statement. That'll be CR. Look at her.
Sarah?
Yes, my name is Sarah. I'm a licensed clinical social worker and registered play therapist, and I'm going to
Why
read
does
the
she
victim
remind
impact
me
statement
of
for
Ashton
CR.
Kutcher's wife?
My name and age now, my name and age I was at the time of the crime. CR, age 12, now 13. I was 9 when my dad was murdered. What I would like to see happen if the perpetrator is convicted of the crime,
Notice
I would
he
like to
calls her
see
the
Corey get a life
perpetrator.
sentence.
Notice the perpetrator. Not mom, not the perpetrator.
My thoughts regarding an appropriate sentence for the person who is accused of this crime and if they are found guilty. I think Corey should get a life sentence
statement
because
is
what she did
powerful.
is very sick.
Yeah, she's been
Because it had no reason to happen and it impacted a bunch of people, including me. These are some reasons why I think she should have a life sentence. The information I feel is important for the judge to be aware of in sentencing. I think the judge should know that my dad was a good person and very thoughtful and kind and helped whoever needed help. He was always taking the extra mile to help people. My physical injuries as a result of this crime are as follows. I was sleeping and then I went to get a drink of water, then went back to bed. And when I woke up shaking and Bailey called the ambulance and they came and I couldn't talk for a while, I think Corey had something to do with it because she didn't call the ambulance.
I think she tried to kill her son. I think she tried to poison her son as well. If you listen to what he's saying, she tried to kill him first. I do believe.
She called Bailey and Bailey called the ambulance. At the ER, Corey resisted to have my blood drawn. And kids who usually have this kind of seizure is when they are a few months old to a year old. I learned later that Corey bought more fentanyl and had it in the house when this happened. I think this is what happened. She did what she did to my dad in the living room. My experienced emotional injury because of this crime is described as follows. Sad. I feel mad that I have to feel sad. I went from being scared for my life to feeling really good. I was scared for my life because I didn't eat that much. Corey was.
I wanted to also say that this woman got over $2 million from various insurance policies she had on her husband at the time of his murder. She was in debt and she wanted that money to start a new life. Okay? It's just sad that you went to this instead of just leaving.
Was always drunk or gone. I was always locked in
He
my
was always
room. I
drunk.
can't remember, but I am pretty sure the lock was on the outside. Corey threatened she would kill my lizard because we didn't want to watch some weird show with her. All of our chickens died because there was no food or water. My rabbit died because we didn't have food or water. The goats almost starved to death because she bought moldy hay and she didn't water them. Nothing ever got fed or watered.
Could be.
It didn't feel good to worry about my animals.
Could be
I
not
felt like
worrying.
I had to take care of my siblings. Ash mostly took care of me,
Yes.
though, because I was locked in
Okay.
my room. Ash would bring me food. Corey would lock me up if I told her she was drunk. This happened pretty much daily. I feel angry that she locked me in my room. I am angry almost all my animals
Look at her.
died. I am angry she threatened to kill them. I am angry she killed my dad. I started to feel really good when I moved into a safe place. It was safe because the people around me were safe. Katie
Like, I
and
can't
Clint.
believe they're saying
I felt
that.
safe at Jake and Shalina, I believe, because I wasn't with Corey anymore. Counseling. I feel annoyed that I have to go to counseling and tell the story about what happened 55 million times. I feel better now because I know it's to help me. I would like to not have to go to counseling. I would like to have to not worry about anything after this trial is over. I want the judge to know. I hope Corey gets convicted to a life
I wish she
sentence.
would've kept saying
Corey is
perpetrator.
always drunk. I want the judge to know my dad was a good person.
Look at him. Like, what? What? Even her ex-boyfriend, who got the fuck away from her, said that she drank all the time. Her best friend testified that she stated that life would be better without Eric. She was in debt. So what was it? She got $2 million. She had $2 million in policies or something, but close to
And I miss my
1.4
dad.
million.
I miss my dad, but I do not
Yeah.
miss how my life used to be. I don't miss Corey. I will tell you that. Thank you.
Thank you.
Her 3 sons had that to say about their mother, about the woman that was supposed to protect them, love them, and care for them. Instead, she murdered their father. Okay. The sister got up, Eric's sister got up and made an impact statement as well. I'm going to drop this link for you guys because you can watch her reactions when her husband was found deceased. It was played during the trial. I'm going to drop that link. And you can just look at her and see the same facial expression she was just showing, the way she was talking to the cops. She was trying to use the same thing. What, me? No, not me. Not me. She was doing the same thing. And I just have one more thing. I was going to show you her sentencing, but it's not even worth it because she's just a piece of shit. I just wanted you to hear about what the kids had to say. Now, I don't know if you guys remember, but when I was still, I had just moved here, I think, when I talked about Noel Rodriguez, the little boy who was 6 years old that disappeared. And then the mother, yes, her sister. Oh, you know what? I probably show that too. His sister. She, oh my God, that woman, those victim impact statements had me, especially with the boys. And right now I have chills. But the little boy that disappeared, and then the mother and the father, jumped on a flight and still didn't tell anybody where her son was. Well, they found his body. And I'm trying to, because if I remember correctly, and they brought it up in this also, that the cadaver dogs had hit on that same spot when he first went missing, but they never found him. But guess what? They found him. DNA evidence shows, what dental records show, that it's a little boy. And he had autism, and don't know if she killed him or if the father killed him, but he is deceased. And she has now been charged with first-degree murder. So,
discovery of those human remains found in the backyard, as we've talked about, where missing 6-year-old Noel Rodriguez Alvarez used to live. So the medical examiner tonight still working to positively identify the remains, but more than a few people believe the remains found are likely that of that little boy who has been missing for more than 3 years. And his mother, Cindy Rodriguez Singh, we've talked about her a lot. She's already facing capital murder charge for her son's presumed death. To rewind everything, catch you up to speed, 2023, she ended up flying to India with her husband and 6 children, not with Noel, obviously, less than a week after Noel was reported missing. Fast forward July of last year, she was put on the FBI's most wanted list. A month later, they found her. She was in India. They went and got her, brought her back to Tarrant County. Then just last month, the judge found her mentally incompetent to stand trial. But the Tarrant County District Attorney insists she will regain competency, he believes, and he will.
Wait a minute. I forgot about that part. She was found mentally incompetent to stand trial. You murdered your son. Less than a week after that, there are videos of you and your family. I said 6 kids, 6 kids, in the airport with your husband, boarding a flight. They couldn't stop you because at that time you had no charges to go to India. Then you put on the FBI most wanted list. They bring your ass back. They charge you with murder, but they hadn't found your son's body. I'm going to show you, she was getting ready to do an interview with a news station when they announced that it was confirmed it was her son. And then she tells him she can't talk without her attorney.
We're on trial.
We owe it to our community to seek justice in this case, and we are determined to do just that.
They never
Noel was
stopped
a
looking
child
for that
whose
little
life
boy,
mattered.
just like
We will
Emmanuel.
not forget him,
They're still
and
looking.
we will not stop working for justice.
Jake should
for
have
him.
never, ever. If you accepted his guilty plea, he said he accidentally killed Emmanuel and buried him. Where did you bury Emmanuel at? Where is Emmanuel Harrow's body? Where? The mother still swear to God that Emmanuel was kidnapped. And if you look, I got to find a picture of Emmanuel. That little boy and Noel look very similar.
Noel's stepfather, worth mentioning, Arshdeep Singh, is also facing 3 felony charges connected to the case, but he is believed to still be evading arrest and living somewhere in India. Just the discovery, though, of what could be Noel's remains hits hard, and it hits home for this woman who currently lives in the house where investigators have been searching for the last 3 days. Amber Duffins told us that she has been crying since she learned investigators found human remains in her own backyard. She's not sure that she can continue living there.
My heart is just like broke.
I wouldn't be living in that house. I wouldn't even rent that house. I wouldn't go nowhere near that property. You're crazy.
It's a baby. Like I said, I'm a mother. I couldn't imagine doing anything to my child. It's not gonna be just normal playing or being around, because it's like we're just playing and dancing on a baby's grave that's been there for how many years now?
3.
I really just hope that he gets the proper burial he deserves.
A lot of people wishing that very same thing. While all of this is happening, new letters we are getting from Rodriguez Singh, they're surfacing, and she's making some pretty serious accusations. CBS News Texas obtained 3 different letters from Rodriguez Singh written to the now recused judge in her case, just so you have some clarity. One of them dated April 10th. She asks for the judge's help, claiming, quote, the investigators, officers, and lots of male officers and Everman officers has been sexually abusing me.
I'm going to show you what she
There's a
looks
second
like
letter.
now.
This one dated April 15th. Rodriguez Singh writes, quote, allow them to take away the mind reader device because the device helps with making my body hurt. And then in a third...
That's when the judge said that she was not mentally stable to stay in trial.
Third letter, this one dated April 22nd, she writes, and I'll say, quote here, I am not mentally ill. I'll know the knowledge to pick up on a test right away. I am mentally stable, she says. So as of tonight, if you've been wondering, Rodriguez Singh is still being held in the Tarrant County Jail.
Now, Tarrant County, remember, Tarrant County is where Athena was kidnapped and murdered, and now he received the death sentence. So Tarrant County, this bitch will get the death penalty as well. If they, she's charged with capital murder, I do believe. That's an automatic, unless the prosecutors decide not to go for death, that's an automatic death right there too. Okay? Well, the judge says she was mentally incompetent. She says she's not. She's being raped and abused. Okay.
She's there because there is still not enough mental health bed space for all who are placed in that system by a judge's order here in the state of Texas. Remember, you can get the latest information on this case as it continues to unfold, and you can go back a few years if you want, including when we know the DNA results, obviously, about the remains
It's
found.
him. The DNA results are in. So here is her.
To your attorney?
So that's the way she looks now. Okay. She was getting ready to do this interview. No, they didn't find Emmanuel. They found Noel. No. You remember his mother, the stepfather, and the 6 kids jumped on a plane to go to India just about a week after he was declared missing. And the FBI had to go over there, put her on the most wanted list, went over and got her and brought her back. Well, the son has been identified. The DNA, the dental records prove that is Noel, who was buried in the backyard. What I don't understand is the cadaver dog had hit on that before. And they said, no, it wasn't there. It was false. But no, It wasn't false. They went back and they dug again and they found him.
She left the country in 2023, was added to the FBI's 10 most wanted list, found, and then brought back to Tarrant County last year. But this moment late today comes on the very same day that investigators confirm remains found this week are that of her once missing son, Noel Alvarez. Good evening, I'm Doug Dunbar. It's Friday night, but it was earlier this afternoon that Cindy Rodriguez-Singh said that she wanted to speak with us. Candidly, we were somewhat surprised by that.
She aged badly.
This would be the very first time she's ever spoken since this long search for what happened to her son, Noel Alvarez, began. But within seconds, literally, of meeting her through that glass at the Tarrant County Jail, things took a quick turn. They're going to bring a microphone around so we can hear you.
Wait, what just happened?
She's asking for her attorney to be present. Have you spoken to your attorney? Okay, because we weren't told of that.
Okay, hold on. Let me just stop for a minute and let me show you Emmanuel. Okay, there's Emmanuel. There's Emmanuel. He and Noel look similar to me. I don't know if it's because the autism, well, we know that Noel had autism. I speculated that Emmanuel had autism because of the look in his eyes and stuff, but then it could be because of the abuse that that little boy was going through. But that is the picture of Emmanuel right there. All right, so let's go back to where we were. And I can go back, but that's what I wanted to show you. All right, here we go. Let's go back here and go.
If I understand correctly, do you want to speak, get a hold of him? Okay. So you need him here physically in the room. You're saying you need your attorney physically with you here before you're willing to do the interview.
Exactly.
Let me see.
Okay. She's going.
But they're not saying where her kids are. They're not. Okay, so the father, the stepfather is still somewhere in India, but where are the 6 kids? Did they bring the kids back? Are the kids in India with relatives? Where are those 6 kids?
Okay, she's going to work on something, and I'm going to attempt to call your attorney. Okay, thank you, ma'am. This was the first time that we have ever seen Cindy Rodriguez-Singh in person. There she is, just 10 feet away, apparently ready to talk, inviting us to the jail, but then immediately saying she wants her attorney with her.
Because she's got the word that they found her son buried in that backyard.
Hey, Bob, this is Doug Dunbar with CBS News Texas. We're trying to get a hold of you as well as the folks at the Tarrant County Jail and the Sheriff's Department. Cindy Singh has told us that she would like to speak with us. And as we were gathering, she had said that she wanted you in the room. And everybody is trying to get a hold of you, including us, to honor that request. So now it's suddenly unclear if she's going to talk, if her attorney is not physically here. That's the sense I got. We spent about 45 minutes working the phones, waiting to hear what this mother, charged with the murder of her own son, wanted to share with us. Would she defend herself? Would she admit anything?
She's stupid.
We may never know,
talk.
because less than an hour after we saw Cindy Rodriguez-Singh for the first time through that thick visitation glass, a phone call came from her lawyer.
I'm not going to authorize you to talk to her.
Okay. And we will honor that.
Amber.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
I appreciate it.
Guys,
Thank you,
Amber
Bob.
is killing it on Whatnot.
So that was the attorney, Bob Gill, who message was pretty clear. She wanted her attorney in the room. She wants to talk, but she wanted her attorney in the room. And we finally got a hold of the attorney. And Mr. Gill just said he doesn't want her to talk.
She doesn't need to be talking.
We'll respect that.
What is wrong with you dumbass people? Stop talking.
At first glance,
Stop talking. Jesus. Yep, being abused. I do believe that. I do believe that. But okay, and one more thing. Harvey Weinstein was granted a mistrial yesterday. Well, Thursday, a mistrial. Okay. Alec Murdaugh had his verdict overturned Friday or Thursday. Well, it was on the same day, I do believe. You remember, again, we have Harvey Weinstein, who has been accused of rape and everything else. So he was granted a mistrial, and that's the third mistrial. Remember, he was on trial the same time that P. Diddy was on trial. He was across the street in state. P. Diddy was federal. So he was across the street the same time that P. Diddy was on trial. Harvey Weinstein was going through another trial. I think that was the second one. This is the third one. And he was granted a mistrial because there's not enough evidence, and they're saying that her story keeps changing. So let's look. Ooh.
Disgraced movie mogul Harvey Weinstein's third sex crimes trial ends in a mistrial. We begin with that breaking news. The jury couldn't unanimously decide on whether to convict the ex-Miramax boss of allegedly raping actress Jessica Mann in 2013. Joining me now are...
Okay, we say raping is what they're saying. We heard from Cameron Diaz and I forgot, what's the other actress name? How the same thing with Cat Williams, how, in order for you to get a role, you had to do this and that. But in Cat Williams' case, he said that Harvey Weinstein wanted to suck his dick. Harvey Weinstein propositioned Cat Williams to suck his dick.
Peter Haralambis and also legal contributor Bernarda Villalona. So, Peter, this is the third trial, as we mentioned, for Weinstein in Manhattan. What led to the mistrial?
Love you.
Yeah, this was multiple days of deliberation. The jury sending back a note yesterday saying they were having trouble reaching a verdict, and the judge ultimately throwing out the case today after the jury said they could continue to be unable to reach that verdict here. Really, the central point in this case was whether the testimony from Jessica Mann was consistent. Harvey Weinstein's lawyers have argued that they had an on and off relationship. And this argument used by Weinstein's lawyers successfully resulted in another mistrial last year. At this point, Manhattan District Attorney Alvin Bragg is thanking Jessica Mann for her testimony and saying that they're thinking about their next options in consultation with her.
So, Bernarda, just your overall reaction, and does this now mean that there will be a fourth trial?
Well, this is a very difficult case for the prosecution because just how has been explained, this is the third time that Harvey Weinstein is being tried in regards to this specific victim of this man. And as time passes, there's more testimony that's out there that she can be cross-examined on. You're also trying to think that there was a complicated relationship because she continued her relationship with Harvey Weinstein even despite these acts. So
this is an old picture when he was going, because Harvey Weinstein is locked up. He is in prison. He's not coming out of a private car. He is in prison.
I doubt that Mr. Bragg will actually go forward with the fourth trial because Harvey Weinstein is already serving a 16-year sentence in California. And also remember that Harvey Weinstein was convicted last year on another count, and he is facing a 25-year sentence in regards to that conviction.
Well, on top of all of this, sure doesn't look like he's in good health. Bernarda and Peter, thank you both.
That's how dumb you are. Okay, that's how dumb you are. I'm calling you dumb. That was a video from when he was going into his trial years ago. Harvey Weinstein is locked the fuck up. Okay, he locked up and they won't let him out. Okay, Akon just told me that again. Yes, he was making. He was locked the fuck up. So Ann sent me something this morning, which is what really made me want to really go live, because I've been thinking of going live for the last two weeks. Honestly, guys, I just don't have it in me right now, and I'm trying my best not to get sucked down a hole that I can't come out of. But she sent me this. This is about this young student. It's a young he's a kid. His mom owns a barber shop and she does sensory hair cutting and stuff. I think is once or twice a month for kids with autism. Her son is nonverbal, and she sent him to school with the camera in his hair so she can capture what was happening to her son. And I say kudos to her. This made me sick to my stomach just to see this. And let's go take a look at this. Let me make this bigger. Okay, here we go. Let me go to Instagram. Oh, my chest. I got caught up on this one. So this is about a Kentucky mother. And she did a press conference this morning too. This is about a Kentucky mother is demanding justice after she says she secretly sent her nonverbal autistic son to school with a hidden camera and allegedly captured a teacher's assistant verbally and physically abusing him at Field Elementary. According to the mother, the school had been repeatedly calling her, claiming her son was abusive, but she says the behavior never matched the child she knows at home. Again, I always say, don't listen to what these fucking teachers are telling you about your child. You know your child. You know your child. I remember they used to call me about Nathan. I had Nathan go see a psychiatrist or a child therapist, and they flat out told me there was nothing wrong with my child. They wanted, he was on Ritalin for like 3 days. And I saw when I popped into the school and I saw he was just sitting there like a zombie. I went to that nurse's office, took those goddamn pills because he didn't have to take them at home, only before he went to school. And that was a no-no. I took those pills and they said, don't you ever give him another one. And it was the fucking teacher. But she says the behavior never matched the child she knows at home. After allegedly being denied multiple requests to observe the classroom herself, she had a camera in her son's ponytail on May 13th. Now, most schools in Texas have cameras in the classrooms. The schools here have cameras. Well, I know Ferris has cameras in the classrooms. Same thing. Daycares, there's cameras. You can log in and see what's going on with your son, because that's what my son used to do when Chris was in school. He would log in and watch. The mother says the footage started off normal before teachers were allegedly heard discussing smoking marijuana and eating weed brownies. The things reportedly escalated after her son's main teacher briefly left the room. While the footage itself was partially unclear, the mother says the audio captured aggressive yelling, hateful language, and her son screaming while being mistreated by an assistant teacher identified as Mr. R. That's Mr. R right there with the eyes that's going in different directions. The mother says her son, Samaj Lee, was the only black child in the classroom and believes he was being targeted. She's now demanding accountability and says she plans to release the footage publicly. Here we go. Oh, wait a minute. Is there sound? Yeah. Okay, there's sound because I heard it this morning. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, I'm sorry. But I just think the worst thing in my life.
So that's the mother. Oh, damn. I'm not showing you. I'm sorry. Hi, Jody. Hold on. I thought I was showing you. I'm so sorry.
As soon as Sarah walked out the classroom to go to the restroom on camera, Mr. R is sprinkling my baby.
I'm not Jody.
He's just sprinkling my child for no reason. For no reason.
Jody,
He's
call me
sprinkling my
after
child.
this.
I got the police coming up here now. It's on camera. As soon as Sarah walked out the room, he's hurting my son and calling him in the N-word. Okay,
I have to get the Instagram so I can share it with you guys so you can follow this.
Yeah, I'm sorry. But I just think the worst thing in my life. My son had a camera in his hair. And Mr. R is beating my baby, grabbing the neck and beating my child for no reason. Soon as Sarah walked out the classroom to go to the restroom on camera, Mr. R is strangling my baby. He's just strangling my child for no reason. For no reason, he's strangling my child. I got the police coming up here now. It's on camera.
Okay, so I have the video. Well, not the video, but the one that Ann sent me this morning, and you can hear it. But the video, because she had the video hidden in her son's hair, and I need to see. Hold on a second, if I can get it. Hold on. It's Justice for Samaj. Let me go to her channel. Let me see if I can get this. The video that she shared. Hold on a second, guys. Let me share my screen. I want to share it. And I'm going to show you the press conference she did this morning. I'm going to make this bigger. Okay, this is the mother. Oh, damn. Okay, hold on. I went to the wrong screen. Hold on a second. So this is the little boy right here, Samaj, and this is the mom.
I want to thank everyone
And let me see if it's showing over here. Yep, it's showing. I just want to make sure. Okay.
for being here with me.
She's in Kentucky.
My son's father, James. I appreciate everyone being here. This all started because over the course of months, I was flooded with calls and complaints about my child's behavior. Behavior that was not typical, not normal, and not something as his parents we had ever seen in our.
Pay attention. I'm telling you, these teachers, teachers, preachers, whatever. Don't trust any of them.
Sweet child. As his mother, I knew in my heart something was not right. I ordered a camera to be my son's eyes, his ears, his voice. I secretly hid the camera.
And she's going to show you the camera.
In his hair and sent him off to school on May 13th. And when I said I hid it, this is the camera I hid.
There's the camera.
So let's be clear. I stand before you, not just as I want to thank everyone for being here.
That's the camera that she hid in her son's hair. Okay. Drea is a teacher and she, yes. I'm just floored. I'm floored. That little boy was being abused. He's nonverbal. And I'm telling you, when Kayla was younger, they were living in Vegas, and her teacher, she was the only Black kid in the class. The teacher would never raise her hand. I mean, she would raise her hand. The teacher would never call on her. And then she got so mad with the kids that were picking on her. She wrote this kill list. I'm sorry. Kill list. And she wrote down these kids' names on it. And then she threw it in the trash. And the teacher pulled it out. And the only thing that saved the police from not being called is the fact that she was 9 years old. So Nate and them had to go to the school. And then his wife had me on speaker. And I was listening to what was going on. And I just went off. And Nate was like, wait a minute. Why am I hearing my mom's voice? I went completely off listening to this. And I told him to pull her out of that class, get her another teacher, because the teacher was a piece of shit. And he did, pulled her out, and she thrived. I'm sorry. Oh, speaking of Kayla, this just popped up. But she thrived in that classroom. So again, if you know your kids and you know what they're capable of, don't let anybody tell you what your kids are or who they can be. One more story and I'm out of here. This happened in, I think it was it India or was it Brazil? Was it India or was it Brazil? Well, it was Brazil. This man was, he was a vendor an ice cream vendor, and the baby was on the boat and she was asleep, and the mom, he kidnapped the baby off the boat, 1 year old. This guy is 48 years old. He's an ice cream vendor. He abducted a 1 year old baby girl from a floating boat where her mother had left her sleeping. He raped her, murdered her, and threw her in the river. Once he was arrested, identified and arrested, there was a mob that went to the jail, got him out of it, dragged him into the street, and set him on fire and burned him to death. So, vigilante justice, if the system won't do it, we'll do it for you. That's it. Oh, wait a minute. We have a school where 2 teachers have been arrested last year for what they've done to kids. Long tenured teachers at the same. Oh my God, Christoph. Did he have a PIP? I don't know. Meeting. But she had been she said she had been going up and down to the school with all these phone calls. It's just sick. It is really sick on what's going on with these kids and these teachers. And it's just really, really sick. Again, if you guys, Father Weeps is your, I've been watching, so I know I was waiting for George to come in here because I sent him a message yesterday, and I sent George this video of this guy that looks like Michael Jackson. Hold on, let me go to my thing, and I want you guys to see this. And he was like, "Yep, he sure does look like Michael Jackson." And I was like, "Is this shit real?" Hold on a second. Let me see. George. Debbie sent me an attack. Oh, damn, Debbie. Oh. Hey, lady, just checking up. Oh my God, I'm just seeing all of, I'm so sorry. Hold on. Let me get this video. I'm just looking. I have messages popping all in. How do I make the video bigger? Ah, shit. Hold on. I can't make the video bigger. Anyway, there's a guy that's on a bus in Brazil, and he looks just like Michael Jackson. I saw it on Instagram, and I sent it to George, but it's not coming. Well, it's just the video itself isn't coming up. It's just a screenshot that's sent. Hold on, let's see. So anyway, it's just a video. The video is not coming up at all. So again, I want you guys to have. Okay, I was trying to find the video. Hold on, I'm scrolling to see can I find it. No. Oh, now Chad the Builder. I don't know if Chad the Builder has been arrested for attempted murder. Okay, here's the video. Hold on, let me share my screen again. This is with the little boy. I just found that one. I was trying to find the one with Michael Jackson. Okay, hold on. Let me make this bigger, and then I'm gonna get out of here. Here we go. Let me go back to my Instagram. There's a little boy. Oh no, that's her. That's her. That's her. So it's not.
You two got
boy.
close.
I can't find it. Oh my God. The white. Oh, Rachel. I can't.
If you want me back.
Jackson video. I can't find the Michael Jackson. Here's Chad the Builder, who's been arrested for attempted murder.
Y'all hear about the dude that killed his wife?
No, I don't care about that. Yeah, I can't find it. It's not coming up. It shouldn't be that far down. Oh my God. Teacher allegedly kissed freshman boy for 6 minutes straight in classroom. What the hell? Oh, look at this.
Let's set just a bond right now after we have our bail hearing. Then I'll let you make all the arguments. We can go
Oh,
through all the
that's shut
factors
the
to the
building.
statute and see if that gets amended up or down. Okay.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to set initial bond at 1.25 million, based upon the fact of how many people were in the courtyard, were here at the courthouse, and the seriousness of all these
He had
felonies
just been released.
and his bond status.
He had just been released for
Okay.
walking out of a restaurant and not paying, got outside the courthouse and started shooting at somebody.
So the 26th at 9 o'clock, I'm sorry, the 21st at 9 o'clock for a bond hearing, and then the 26th at 9 for a preliminary hearing right here. Does that work for everybody's calendar? General, does that work for the state?
Yes.
All right.
So in case you guys don't know who Chet the Builder is, he's the one that goes around being racist and calling people the N-word and just being totally disgusting. Okay, that's who he is. Try to get people to hit him so he can pull out his gun and shoot them. That's who he is. Karma is a bitch. She came, she collected, and let's see what she does with them. He is in Memphis, Tennessee. Well, I'm sorry, Nashville. He's a piece of shit. Okay, so he is getting his due justice. I'm trying to see.
Rap House TV.
I was trying to find that Michael Jackson thing, and I
To
don't.
update you all on the shooting from yesterday.
I don't see
Based
it.
on investigation, there.
I don't see it. There's
So
just
basically,
1.25
they gonna get
million.
the prison.
Yeah, I don't see the Michael Jackson video.
Did Drake say your name?
So, Texas educator fired after exposing 7-year-old girl chest to classroom, comparing her to a porn.
Tell them the rest of the
What is wrong with these people?
What you tell me one of New Zealand man? The fuck? Yeah. What you tell me one of New Zealand man?
Oh! Oh shit! I saw this one weeks ago. So this is old. The guy that killed their mother, when he was sentenced, they jump across there and beat his ass. That was good. Okay,
There's
so
no money on your account.
I'm going. Yeah,
Back up. I'm saying it. Back up.
Uh-oh.
Back up. Back up.
Why'd you get on here?
Uh-oh.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I am good. Who the fuck are you?
Uh-oh.
You live
Let's see
down
she
here?
get knocked the fuck out.
Are you
Who
okay?
are you? Who are you?
You're drunk.
Who are you?
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 Smile, you're on camera.
Okay. All right. Ooh.
Yes, they are.
Oh!
Did you hit me? I knock your ass out.
Uh-oh.
I knock your ass out, bitch. Don't you ever put your hands on me.
Why you in the camera?
I try to
Knock
break
the
your
bitch out.
motherfucking nose, bitch. Don't you ever touch me again, bitch.
Knock her ass
I try
out.
to break your nose. Call the medics for this bitch. Call the motherfucking medic.
Lord have mercy. Y'all gonna stop this crazy shit.
Hope you die, you fucking prick.
Oh shit.
Oh shit,
Fuck
what's
you,
going
you
on?
pussy. Shoot a gun off in a building. I got every right to say what I want with all due respect, officer. So fuck this cocksucker for shooting up our building.
Oh shit. Okay. Guys, Instagram is popping. Yeah, Instagram is popping today. So I'm gonna get out of here. I love you guys. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate it. Everybody have a great day. I'm going to go through my Instagram today and I'm going to go look at all my messages. Hi, my sweetie. I saw that you call. I had it on Do Not Disturb. I'm going to I have some phone calls to return, but I love you guys. You guys have a great Saturday. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. And hopefully I'll see you all soon. Bye, guys.